Hey, this is Red. So when I hit 900,000 gamer score, I never made a video for it, but I just hit a million gamer score. So I just want to go over the games that I've been playing to get there. I'll do what I played to get to 900 and 1 mil all in this one video. So I think it would start in July. Go to the bottom. I played Dead by Daylight quite a bit. It's a game I like, but it takes a lot to 100% it. I have like 300 hours in the game, but I enjoy it a lot. Every time I play it, I usually get a couple achievements, and I started the PC version. And Halo MCC, I go back to that every now and again. There was a Microsoft Rewards challenge, so I went and got like a couple achievements in it. I started Blackout Club with some friends. We still haven't finished it yet, though. Pretty close. Luckslinger. This is a too awesome game. I don't even remember this game. It's easy. It took me 40 minutes. Grounded. Brain 54 on YouTube helped me get this. I just joined his party and he told me what to do. And Jumper, I wanted to finish this. It's supposed to be an easy game, but it's pretty hard. I played it for like 3 hours and I couldn't even finish defeat the last boss. It's like based off the movie, which I watched the movie forever ago and thought it was good, but this game is pretty difficult. If I could finish the game, I could get like that one and probably that one, and yeah, but I couldn't do it. Homefront the Revolution, I did the multiplayer with some friends, so I'll probably go back to that someday and try to finish it now that the multiplayer's done, to be honest. I have to do Doom Eternal too. I have the multiplayer done. I played Gems of War for fun, just to like see what I could get. And you can get a lot in like 3 hours. You can get 520 gamer score in that game. If you're a completionist though, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Dr. Autonomous. I think it had an update on both versions. It's a cool game. It's like 19 minutes. You can get 2,000 gamer score. This game, I don't know how to say this game. Mayate, or I don't know how to say it. It had a 1,000 update too. You can get 2,000 gamer score in 17 minutes. This game is the same. Had a 1,000 update, 2,024 minutes. This game took me half an hour. This game is it's easy. It made 33 minutes. I don't think you need a guide. You just have to get through a level. You need to get coins, make it to the end of that level, and buy an item. It's easy. I think you can get it all in the first level. Smart Moves 2. I think it had an update. That game I like that game. The first game you actually had to play, but unfortunately you didn't have to play this one. I think you can do it in like 20 minutes. The Last Blade, I did this twice. I saw one of my friends did it like insanely fast, but yeah, it took me an hour and a half. Those games, I don't like them. Splitgate, I wanted to go back and play that more. You can get a lot gamer score for it in just a couple hours. And it's free. Synchro Hedgehogs. Yeah, I had an update. 13 minutes, 2,000 gamer score, both versions. C14 Dating, it's a Rodalaka visual novel. You can get a text walkthrough for the choices to say and do it pretty quick. Shred It. I did Shred It because it has 1,550. It's pretty easy. The reviews had me worried, but it's pretty damn easy. This is another visual novel. It took me an hour, 17 minutes, but I used like a text guide instead of a video, so the choices were a little bit confusing for me, but it's not hard. Restless Night. This game I was excited to do because if you look, my name is in it. For some reason they didn't use my gamer tag, but this one right here. Beat the boss on level 10. Game was pretty good. I was so excited to get that achievement. Gaps by Hoagie. If you follow a guide, you can do it in 40 minutes. It's not that long. Butterfly 2 had an update. It's 2,000 gamer score now. This game isn't... I don't think this game needs a guide. You just have to get to the end of the game. There is, like... I think this one's missable, technically. There might be a few missable ones. 3/4 home. That took me 8 hours because you have to idle an achievement for a set amount of time. I think it's listening to songs on the radio. I just left it on and went to sleep because it was like 3 in the morning and I didn't want to wait like an hour. So that's why it's insane time on that. Round out. Yeah, with a guide, it's pretty quick. The Last Blade, I did that twice. It's like a fighting game. I think once I figured it out the first time, the second time I did it a lot quicker, but that's how those games friggin' work. You do it once and then do the stack immediately after and it goes by so fast. Caves and Castles. I think I won this game. It's not bad. I think I have... yeah, you have to spend idle the game for 2 hours, so that's why it's 5. Yeah. Super Destronaut DX. Now we're in 6 minutes. It's supposed to be less than an hour, but I struggled with it a little bit. Not terrible. Freddy Spaghetti 2. This one's easier than the first one. It's like miles easier. I don't think I use a guide. You just... all the achievements are just finish the level. You can just play it and beat it and boom. Done. Explore the Night. I played this game on Xbox before they put it back to easy. They put it to easy achievements, and I had to do them all hard. But there was... I don't know if it's still here. There's one that was missable. You had to watch a rock fall into a thing. This is the PC version, so it probably is just the easy achievements, but 3,018 minutes. This game, not bad. Took me an hour and 49 minutes. I think you need... yeah, you need like 4 controllers or something like that. Signal had a update PC. I think I used a script for one of these that Sangria's made, but I can't remember. I think it's in the solution of the forum. If you want to do that. Kingdom of Arcadia. Not a bad game. I don't remember some of these games, to be honest. I've played like 35 East Asia games. They all kind of blend together after a while. Crypto by Pogi. Now we're in 5 minutes. Those games like an hour max. Like an hour and a half. Blitzbreaker. This one an hour and 22 minutes, but the guide I used wasn't the best. So if like Chivo guides or anybody has a guide, it would be probably a lot better. Yeah, see, it's supposed to be 20 minutes, but when I did this guide wasn't out yet. Bullet Beat. Yeah, I'd get an update. That game's cool. I struggled with the update a lot worse on Xbox, but on PC it's easy. Project Starship X. These games I like because to me they're difficult. It take me a while. Well, it was supposed to be like a 20-minute completion, but it took me an hour and a half. Hyposphere. This game is cool. I think you just have to finish the game. Yeah, you have to play 10... that's for completing 10 levels on New Game Plus. So you literally just finish the game. Let's watch the credits. Yeah. No, it's not bad. Kick It Bunny. I did this in one sitting. Oh, this isn't the one. This is getting a 1K update soon. So if you buy this, it'll be 2,000 gamer score. Probably sometime soon. The one I'm thinking about was Soko Bunny. Apple Slash. This is kind of cool. It's just like a Radalaka game. It took me an hour, but yeah. Sleeping Deeply. This game is cool too. Just easy games though. It's nothing really to talk about a whole lot. Castle No Escape. It's 3,000 gamer score. Less than 20 minutes. 50 Years is a game I love, to be honest. I actually like when they add updates so I can play that game again. But you can do them easy. There's like a game mode where when you level, you can choose 2 updates. So you only have to play the game like twice instead of a lot. Farm Frenzy. This game has a cheat. You have to, so you can just buy all this stuff really fast. You can upgrade this stuff really fast. I think you can skip levels, but then you have to watch the farm for 30 minutes. So it's like an hour, but 30 minutes of it is just leaving your Xbox on and walking away. Reactor X, same thing. 3,000 Gamerscore. It's like the first update, the first base thing you actually play the game. The next is just nothing. You might even, if you start the game out fresh, you might even get some of these on accident just playing the game. So it's easy stuff. Deja Vu. This game is cool. I think it was made by like 2 people. I think it was on sale one week and I bought it. It was like $5 or something instead of 10. Smart moves, yeah. They just put the Cold Silence game out, and I honestly, I can't even finish the update to the Xbox version. I really don't want to sit through the PC one. Retrace, this game, I think it went on sale. It's on sale right now, actually, $3.99. That's pretty good. Walsh Hunter has a great guide for it. It's like, when you see East Asia, those games are usually harder, but this one's like an adventure, like visual novel type game, and I thought it was pretty good compared to like the other games I played. Butterfly 2, I think it had an update, and it's at 3,000, yeah. Same with this, it's at 3,000. For some reason, the PC ones they put out, and straight away they just added 2 updates. But the Xbox one, they have to wait 6 months, but Explorer of the Night on PC wasn't even out like 2 months, and it already had 3,000 Gamerscore. Same with this, like it came out in March. Something like that. Party Spaghetti. I did this one. 2 hours. It's the controls in that are a bit rough to get used to. These games are cool. These chess games. Cheap too. I use a guide, but it's like a chess puzzle game. It's got like a story. I think I did 2 of them. This game right here. Scheming through a zombie apocalypse. It's Radalaka. It's a point and click, but it's actually really good. Really good. Like the story is really good. It's like a zombie game, and they reference Walking Dead a lot, and the commentary is pretty great. I used Chivo Guide's video for it. I might have used this. I think I used Chivo Guide's video, but you can use this too, if you prefer video written text. I think I might have used this, to be honest. Sometimes I just get burnt out when watching guides, and I just want to use a written one. And Raise a Light, Series X stack. It's not bad. This walk one, I swear to God, is a glitch. It took me forever. I've had another friend that had a little bit of issue with it. Night's Retreat is just another chess game. I thought it was fun. It took me like 3 hours. Signal, got an update, 3,000. Oh, I don't know if it's still there, but there's actually a cheat for these games that just let you auto-complete all the levels, by the way. So you don't even have to play the game. Butterfly, I think it's at 3K, yep. Goat Simulator, I did the MMO one, the one that's like an hour to get 640. I need to go back. Xbox One version's done. I need to do the DLC for the PC and the 360 version, but I think this one, in my opinion, is horrible. And then the space one. The Payday one is not terrible. I'd probably do it. But, yeah. Not excited to eventually go back and probably do those. This game, I did this game too fresh. It's at 3,000 now. I didn't even know that. I did it when it had 2,000. You can get it pretty quick. It's like you have to finish the story, but there's like, I think they added a new mode. It doesn't even take that long. Really cool game though, honestly. It's worth playing, especially for 3,000 Gamerscore. You can't really beat it for $4. Really good game. 50 years. You got a stack. I think it's at 4,000. Holy crap. Yeah. Supposedly they're going to 5, so 5,000. So eventually it'll be 5,000 for $5. I think all these are now. Yeah, Bullet Beat consoles at 4,000. Yeah, pretty much all of them. Smart Moves. Jurassic Park. This game has button mashing in it, and it's probably the worst button mashing I've seen in a game ever. Other than that, it's good. I think these are all the same. Castle No Escape. I gotta go back. Oh, there we go. Oh. I messed it up. Alright. Yeah, all these I played because they have updates. When you see these like selling on games, they had updates. I literally put it on for like 5 minutes, popped the 2,000 and went on. Like this one's easy. Mostly luck. 4 of a night. What was the new one in this? Yeah, this one, they added chapter select too, so if you like mess these up, you can just chapter select a part, but it's literally just like playing like 3 levels and then you have 1,000 gamer score added to your account. Tourist, I did this port left. I was really scared to do this. Honestly, it's not that bad. The surfing achievement, I was terrified to do because of what people said about it, and it maybe took me 5 tries following Macca's like full walkthrough for the game. Exoria, I like this game a lot. It's got 4,000 now. It was one of the first games to, I think, to add 1,000 besides the Adventures of Elena Temple. Bunny parking, I went back to this to get the 1,000. You have to like kick cars, and I just messed it up again. But I like these bunny games, honestly. I have Bunny Factory, but I'm waiting for the update. It's gonna do it in one go. Soko Bunny should be here. I know I did that game. Yeah, this one too. It's called these. These are on sale right now too for $2.49, which is insane. The only problem is they made the achievements easy. Like they were hard and they changed them to easy, and they weren't allowed to do it. So now if you do this, a lot of, like this one right here is going to be really hard to do, but you can get all the title updates easy still. So you could get 3,000, probably 3,500. But yeah, it's still worth it in my opinion for 3,000 gamer score for $3. If you're a completionist, probably not. Omno is in Game Pass, like 4 hours. Don't really need a guide. You have to get all the items in an area. If you hit the Y button or something like that when you're in an area, it'll say like your percentage for the area. You just got to get it to 100, and the second it's at 100, the achievement pops, and you just move on to the next area. Mac has a full game walkthrough if you want to get through it as fast as possible. Last stop. I just followed Macca's guide for this. I think it shows you like collectibles and missable achievements in Game Pass, like 7 hours. It's got chapter select though, so if you want, you can just play it and then clean up at the end. I just did it in one go. Dark Grim. This got an update. This game is weird. It took me forever. Twin Mirror. This game kept going on sale and I wanted to play it, which is on sale again. And it's good. I don't know why this isn't in the guide, but if you go to the forum for this, it's here somewhere. Right here. Cherish wrote this. I'm friends with him on TA. This guide is amazing. It works fine. I think I missed something because you have to play the game twice. You have to get like the good ending and I think like a bad ending. Which it's from Don't Nod. Most of the games end up in Game Pass, but this one wasn't, so I didn't play it for the longest time. But I think it's good, like for an easy game. Great story. Voodoo Vince. This game is really not hard. I bought it on sale. I had this game as a kid and I wanted to play it. And yeah, it's good. If you like platformers, it's good. Human Fall Flat. I was carried by a friend in all of this. I can't even climb a wall in this game. Super Lucky's Tale. This game is fun. The original game, though, the Wrigglemania achievement can frig off. It took me like 6 hours. But yeah, this game is awesome. This one's even easier. You have to get 12,000 coins and they give you way more than that. Cold Silence, yeah, the 700. I can't finish the update. All you need to do is get all the souls and go. I tried and the game's terrible. Hired Gun. This game has like insane TA, but it's actually really easy. When it first came out, it was broken on Xbox. The game like stuttered and lagged. But some people might see this one and get S on a level and be kind of nervous. All you have to do, this game's like a cheap version of Doom. All you do is go through the entire game. You go on YouTube and there's videos where all the chests are, and don't shoot anyone. Just hit like the X button to melee them. And you don't even have to do it to everybody on the level, just like whoever you see. And yeah, I liked it a lot. I hope they make another one. I like first person shooter games a lot, so playing this was awesome. The graphics are amazing. Like, I know the price sets people off, but it means a 23-hour game. It's not really short. Long ago, this game I was putting off, and they added 2,000 Gamerscore, so I was like, ugh, I'll finally do it. It's not bad. You can follow Bludgeon Knight's guide. I think that's what I use. But I did it because he added another 1,000. I'm like, you might as well go and get it. It's like a puzzle game. Soko Bunny. Yeah, this got 1,000 too, and I did this all in one go. Because these games, I don't know if these games are going to get 5,000, but they're all going to get at least another 1,000. Hawken, I boosted this with some friends. If you have a couple friends that want to boost this game, it's free and it's easy. I think it 4 to 5 hours is pretty accurate. I think we did it at 9 and we were done at like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Like 1 in the morning, 1, 2 in the morning. So yeah, like 4 to 5 hours. Blood Roots. This game's in Game Pass. It has God mode, but you can't use it for like 3 achievements. But it's really easy. 6 hours too. It's pretty short. Super Lucky's Tale. I started that game in 2018 and did it in July. Finally. It's really easy. 2,000 gamer score. The only thing that I guess isn't easy is no damage on boss. The one, let me see. Oh, you also have to get like 99,999 coins. And I realized you can install it on PC, and I like downloaded a script and it gets like all the coins for you. So it's in the forums or the solutions. I left it on all night. Woke up in the morning and it was on like 80%. It still wasn't even done after probably 8 hours of me sleeping. There's one that one's easy. There's one for there's one for beating Wrigglemania taking no damage, and that one took me like 6 hours, but I can't find it. That was July though. August. Okay. Batman, I really want to finish this game, but I think it's hard. I got 8 medals. Good game, but it's hard. Halo, this must be the month I did it for the Microsoft Awards. I go back to this game every now and again. If I need like 5 gamer score to hit a milestone on my dot, I'll go play that. Saints Row 1, I did the co-op missions with a friend. There's like 2 of them. Maneater, why is that there? I think I started the DLC, which is so fun. Tell me why. I finally went to the last chapter. I'm missing the last one. Last 2. I just don't want to replay it for those freaking 2 achievements. I probably didn't get to replay the whole story. Shred It, that was me finishing Shred It. This game, An achievement ended up glitching on me, but I fixed it and got it to work. Office. These two games are 5 minutes. Takes you 5 minutes and it's on the store. This I heard was getting patched out. No thing. It's got like a cheat to do it. 5 minutes. It took me 9. Untitled Darkness. Oh, I used Chivo Guide's video for that. It's like an hour. $3.99. How to take your mask off. I think I used Microsoft reward points and got that a little bit cheap. An hour. Might be a text walk. I prefer using text walkthroughs for these visual novels. But Chivo Guide show a video. Where are the snow saddles? I use a guide for this game, but I'm pretty sure you just have to literally walk to the end of the game and then you just have it all done. Whiskey Mafia, this game is not bad. Half an hour. I used Chivo Guide's video. Yeah, that was this game got an update, both versions. This game's not bad. It only took me half an hour. It's East Asia game. Bury the Bunny. I barely even use a guide for this game. You just have to like start a level. Except for killing an enemy, grab a potion, but you start a level, grab like 2 planks and go to these bunnies and it saves them. Save 25 of them. This game I use a guide for, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best. I did it when there was like only one guide out, but 51 minutes. It's like a visual novel. Still on sale. These games, 20 minutes. I just use the solutions here, and it's fine. This game, I didn't really even use a guide for you. This is Radalaka, probably their quickest game. You can do it in 13 minutes. You have to be like the first 3 levels or something, or like 5. It's like you're like a ball rolling around. You gotta collect stuff. Solve some puzzles. This game, I think you need... No, this is one controller, but it's like luck-based or RNG. I did it in under 2 hours. Castle of Pixel Skulls. This game is not bad. I followed the guide for it. Just gotta finish the game. Mushroom Savior. This is a PC version. I fold apart. This is a puzzle game, but there's an option to like make the puzzles solve themselves. So you basically just gotta finish the game, and you can try to solve the puzzles or just have it do it for you. It went on sale for like $7, so I did it. This game, I won a code for 47 minutes following the text guide. Actually, I think I used Welsh Hunters for that. Yeah, I used Welsh Hunters video for that. Dr. Thomas got an update. This game, there's a guide, but it's hard to explain. It's like a matching game, but the puzzles are random, so the guides won't help you a whole lot, but I thought it was good. It took me an hour. Outbreak Epidemic. This is the Series X version. It went on sale. And honestly, on the Series X, I felt like the graphics were a lot better from what I remembered. Rogue Explorer. It's the East Asia game. An hour. Checkers for Kids. Took me an hour, 18 minutes. Not bad. This game is really good. Right here. Metropolis. I thought it was really good. It went on sale for like, I think $4.99, maybe $3, so I bought it. Took me 3 hours. I used Bad Driver's Guide. Far Out, same thing. Went on sale. Followed Bill's Guide. I think it was like $5 instead of $14. Sinker 2. Yeah, I was gonna skip this game, but it was like $1.99, so I just did it. Another Dawn. This game runs horrible on the Xbox. So if you have PC and you install this on your PC, it's play anywhere, and the achievements will pop, and it ran a whole lot better. It's like near impossible on consoles. It's insane. I skipped Alfonso. See, it's game I struggled with, to be honest. I almost gave up on it. The boss fights are insane. You get Blackout Club, playing with friends. Invento is, I think it's a hidden object game. I don't remember, but it's easy. Spec Ops: The Line, I ran through it, got everything except finishing on Fubar. I followed the walkthrough on TA. I bought it for $5 forever ago and just never got to it. Escape Sequence had an update. This game's really good. It's got like mini games based off other games. And there is some mini games that are missable, so I used Welsh Hunter's Guide. It went on sale. But I thought it was really good. There's like a Cuphead level. There's even a Breaking Bad game. It's kind of funny. Pretty good game though. Nightbook. I love these games. I did this one and She Saw Black Clouds. It's like a horror movie game. This one, I think I used a written guide. Chivo, or Bill Zuminati has one. I think it's made by Games of Dane. I know this one is made by Games of Dane. The walkthrough is. And this game's pretty good. I like these Jandu Soft games. I've done a couple now where I'm like, wow, these actually aren't that bad. I think I had Microsoft reward points, or no, I came home from work and had like $10 from Microsoft, so I'm like, well, I'll get this game for $5 then, I guess. Storytale had an update. This game took me forever to get used to again. I did it without a guide. I never thought I would see this game get one, but yeah, it did. Last Dead End. I think this is Jandu Soft. Yeah, I think it went on sale. I don't remember why I played this, but I thought it was really good. The graphics are insane for the cost, but one thing I will tell you that happened to me, if you die, I use Bad Driver's Guide. If you die, it erases all the collectibles you picked up, so you might as well, it has chapter select, so you might as well back out and just restart the level. Massive Miss. This game's not bad. It's like a first-person game. Sometimes you, honestly. I like their games too. It's like a first-person adventure game. Not bad. Sam & Max. A lot of people weren't happy with the price of this, but I never played it on the 360. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to play it for 6 hours for 200 Gamerscore. And I know that sounds dumb, but that's just how I am. So yeah, I played it. I use walkthroughs and stuff to get through it, but I actually paid attention to it. I thought it was really good. And I hope they put the other ones out there. Mushroom Savior. This got an update, thank you. Yeah, it's at 3,000 now. 12 minutes. This is in Game Pass. 6 hours. Something more like 7. Very good. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I mean, it's Game Pass and easy. We've been getting a crap ton of easy freaking games in Game Pass. It is insane. Night Squad 2. This game is shockingly easy. I tried the first one, and I couldn't figure it out. Did I use this? Oh wow. I didn't use this. I didn't even know I had one. I think I used Clarion's Guide with a mix of these. Clarion 85, I think his name is. But yeah, this game, if you have it, is easy. Yeah, this is at a time when we were getting like insane easy games in Game Pass, because this game too has God mode. I use Brain 54's Guide, which it has a TA walkthrough now, so if you're into that, I would have probably done that if I had known it had one. It probably didn't when I played, though. It's like Pokemon, but like Dodgeball, kind of. I think it's heavily influenced by Pokemon, but it's worth playing, especially Game Pass, and it's like a dumb easy 1000. Action Arcade Wrestling. This game has been out on Steam forever, and I freaking loved it. You can do it in 2 to 3 hours, because I didn't know there's a trick to level fast. If you follow this solution for this, The first time I did it, I got 37,000 XP, and the second time I got 17. You can basically get to 50 in like probably 10 matches, which is crazy. Crisis has cheats, but you can't. I don't think you can use them for the. No, you can use them for the S ranks, but if you get hit, it still counts because you can only get hit like twice to get S rank. And it's like an easy 750, but I managed to get 805. Fall Brains video, and he didn't get. You have to get 200 in a single game, not like multiple. And it's not that bad. If you play a whole level from beginning to end, don't buy any upgrades, which you won't need because you have God mode, you'll get this easy. Grounded, yeah, that was... So I played it once with a friend, and his game glitched on me, and I couldn't get any more achievements, so I went to Brains and just finished it off. Superland, that's in Game Pass. I did it twice, followed the Neo Seeker guide, and the Neo Seeker guide is horrible, but not because of the reason you think. It was made for the Steam version, and it differs from like the Xbox version. The Windows version is kind of closer to it, but the Steam version has like a bunch of DLC that Xbox doesn't have, and like the game looks completely different. But this one says 5 hours, and that's incorrect. Psychonauts 2 has God mode, has 28 hours. It has 2 missables, I think 2 or 3, that you can see on here. One of them you can get early on. It's right here. It's like beginning of the game. Really good. Superland. I stacked it. Quake has cheats, kind of like Doom 64 did in Duke Nukem 3D. I did it in 2 hours and 50 minutes. And the last month. This month I just played a bunch of games because I was close to the milestone. I got that Joan Gladiator to pop. I went and got one in Borderlands. Sable's Grimoire. It's a visual novel. I think I used a written walkthrough. Yeah, I just used this. Like 20 minutes? 25? Yeah, 20 minutes. Crimson Spires. I'm convinced in this game, you just have to finish the game. It's a bit expensive though. 35 minutes. Virtuous Western. I used a guide for this. Kind of a cool game. Radalaka. 38 minutes. Still on sale. This game was God mode, and when I first played it, I had no idea. So you can literally just run through the game. But yeah, there's a couple of missable achievements you have to get out of the way, and once you have that, you can just run to the end. Angels with Scaly Wings. It's a visual novel. 42 minutes. Really weird game. Oliver's Adventures. This game has cheats and it has like God mode. So you can basically, I followed this TA walkthrough. Very easy. I don't know why I never did it, but yeah. Now we're in 4 minutes. When the pass was around, this was on sale like for $3.99, so I just went and did it. Followed Chivo Guide's video. Call's Treasure. This game wasn't bad. You die a lot, but it is an achievement for not dying, and you die quite a bit, but you can dashboard out, but when you do, it takes off the collectibles, but you don't have to replay the game because Achievement Land found like this cool thing where you just keep getting the first like treasure, and it counts. You just do it like 4 or 5 times and it pops. Rainswept. This is really good. I followed Walsh Hunter's guide. Like a adventure game. I think it's kind of like a point and click or a visual novel. Super Soccer Blast. This game has one annoying achievement. I gotta find it. Score a goal with an overhead kick. This one, I just went and used 2 controllers. I was trying to, for the longest time, is get it in like a normal game, and it was horrendous. I used 2 controllers and did it in like 3 or 4 tries. Glittering Sword. This game's not terrible. I used Chivo God's video. It took me 3 hours. It's a chili dog game, so it has no cheese, which usually they do, but this does not. Open season. I use this to hit 1 mil with. It's really good. I have the disc. Mini Golf Tour. The controls in this game were horrible, but it's not bad. Maneater. The freaking DLC was so fun. Colorful Color had a 1K update. I just use these and they're really easy. Wait, did I use that one? No. I might have used that. No, wait. I use these. I like when it's like this. It's so much easier for me to read. And I get the other way. Just I always mess up. Arcane the Dog. I did this on the Xbox One. This is a Series X version. It's a cool game. Took me 2.5 hours. Indigo 7. I got a free code for this, or I won a free code for this, I should say, and it took me 6 hours, almost 7, because the game will lock up randomly. You have to keep closing and opening it, and the last boss fight was horrible. But you basically just have to beat the game, which the levels have 3 stars each. You have to get 60 in total, which there was more than enough for me to do it. I recommend it. Besides the fact that it's broken, like if you want achievements, you want like a decent fun completion, get this, but price is a bit nuts. But that's the end of that. That's what I played. So I want to thank everybody that watched me do this for the past like 2 years or so. It's been crazy. I'll probably, won't be putting up too much Gamerscore, probably like a little bit, but nothing crazy like I have been. This year I put up 379, and last year I put up 320. Yeah. Probably gonna be playing some longer games and games I enjoy. Probably gonna start Boyfriend Dungeon though, but that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.